Hello. Namaste, greetings, vanakkam. My name is Santosha, and you're on my YouTube channel, Healing the Planet from Within. Today, I have a very special guest with me here. This is my dear brother cousin that I've known for, what, over 10 years now or something like that.
That's been a while.
Yeah, Sabina was little at the time.
Yes, she was.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is very dear friend, Indigenous Elder from Australia, and very excited today. We're going to be talking about the dreaming.
The dreaming.
The dream time.
Oh, the dream time, yeah.
Which is the, Indigenous Elder, Indigenous version of spiritual journeys, or how would you describe this?
I think of the creation of time, when time wasn't there. There was no time.
Mm-hmm.
So dream time is now, is Zen. So when we go into the dream time, we go walk about and find our inner spirit and find our ancestors' journey, what we was handed down generation after generation. So the connection of life.
So going into this space, how does that improve one's life? I mean, for all the viewers here, we've got people from India. Hello, Tamil Nadu. How would you link this to help someone from people around the world when people can tap into the dreaming or the dream time? How does it improve their life? How can it benefit them? What's the overall outcome of having this type of life?
Well, like me, myself, that how I connect to the dream time is I just go into the bush, sit with nature, sit with what's around me, the connection to the flowers, the connection to the trees, of the spirit of the wind, the spirit of the trees, of the heartbeat also, to listen. It's about listening also to what I feel at that time or moment. And yeah, it's getting lost in the bush.
It's kind of tuning into the energies.
Well, there's so much out there because, Mother Earth, the Mimi, the mother, she connects with you. A lot of people have lost that. They lost their connection to the mother.
That's true, yeah.
And they're not listening to the mother. So, and if they don't listen to themselves at home, how will they find their dreaming? How will they find their spiritual, their spirit? This spirit here was in this vehicle. It's been coming here for thousands of years. So now I'm back again, but in a different vehicle. So
is that like past lifetime connections, past lifetime?
Yes.
And then would you believe that you could have different lifetimes in different countries?
I feel that. I was in New Zealand. I was in India. I feel where my bloodline was.
Bloodline from this lifetime or the soul bloodline?
Well, both.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, both. I mean, my ancestors come from India. My ancestors come from New Zealand and Ireland and Australia. So all those ancestors is the bloodline of my spiritual side of life.
Yeah, okay, I get that. So it's kind of a combination from this lifetime and your bloodline, your ancestors, as well as through your other lifetimes.
Yes.
And the different bodies you've had, the different vehicles.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Yes. No, I wasn't just a man all the time. I was also a woman in some of as a vehicle. But the spirit is still stronger. And I followed the male side and the female side. And my totems do the same.
Can you tell us about totems?
Yeah, my totem is the bat, is the male totem. My female side is the red-bellied black snake. And she warns me where not to go. And the bat will come and very strong around me. I did a documentary on it to connect to, we call him Ballaway. Ballaway is very strong. I know you know too, buddy. Yeah, I'm connected to you too.
I don't want to be left out.
Yeah. He was talking, see? He knows the song lines.
Yeah, he knows the song lines very well.
Yeah.
So I've connected with my totems over the years in different, different ones. My owls always journeyed with me throughout Australia when we were sitting in the desert, sitting around a fire. Where were we? Near Alice Springs at that time. We had a hotel on the fire. I think.
Yeah, at that time when I was eating meat.
Me too. I'm not eating it anymore.
I'm vegan now.
Yeah. That was a good adventure.
That was because it's a journey that we had to journey.
Yeah, obviously. In order to get where we're now.
Where we are now. We are now here.
Yeah.
And it's been 5 years since I was vegan.
Yeah.
And I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I'm just loving it. I'm just like the fruit bat, my totem.
More aligned with your totem then. So, but I'm curious. So, I've connected with I don't know about totems, but I call them animal spirit guides, and there's a variety of different spirit guides I've tapped into. But for people who are watching, if they're curious about how they can connect with their totem, what would you recommend?
Well, something that you attach to, or something is attached to you from both ways. So if you're like a caterpillar or a turtle or even the whale in the ocean or a dolphin who comes to talk to you and connects, that is one of your totems.
So something that you're either drawn to all the time, like every day you become almost obsessed. Like some people collect dolphin statues and see dolphin pictures on their wall.
Yeah.
You know their totem's a dolphin.
Yeah. I know my baby sister, I know her totem was an elephant.
Oh, yeah.
So... And
she was seeing elephants everywhere?
Oh, everywhere.
Yeah, so it's just like, okay, so if you're wanting to connect with your animal totem, you see either what you're drawn to or if they come to you.
They come to you.
If you see an owl at your front door all the time, you think, oh, well, this is...
He's one of my totems, yeah. So yesterday I was sitting on the river, not far from the river, we were playing a bit of music, and my mate, Darren, he was playing the yidaki, the didgeridoo, so, and the red dragonflies surround me.
Red dragonfly?
Yeah, one landed on my big toe. And I took a photo of that dragonfly. Look,
send me the photo.
Look, there's one here.
There's one there. As you're talking.
Yeah.
Send me the picture and I'll put it on the video.
No, it's on the phone there. We'll do it later.
Yeah.
And Darren said, wow, how come there's so many red dragonflies? I said, they're my ancestor, but also my totem. A spiritual totem. And my guides.
Guides, okay. So you know
who protects
your
me.
Ancestors visiting you.
Yeah.
And they're there with you. You can feel the energies.
That's right. And the energy of it, it guides me where to go and not to go.
Yeah. You can feel that. And people often wonder, like they ask me, how can I listen to or communicate to my spirit guides? I says, well, they don't talk in language. They talk in nonverbal language. You feel it.
Yeah.
You hear, you get a sense of it. But people are waiting for the sentence to come into their mind about what they're supposed to do, and the verbal communication doesn't work. You got to tune in differently, just how you described it.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's the connection to your spirit guides. Even when you're making a fire, that how much wood to put on, much leaf to put on, because that wind of the spirit is going to blow and blow and blow and say, no, don't do that. Too much. So between time, I like talking to the wind of the spirit wind, because and the lightning brothers, and because it's all nature, and nature are connected to you. the beauty of it is when you go into your dream time, you're dreaming, you connect with everything around you.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You
In
know,
India, they have at different temples a very sacred ceremony that's involving Agni, which is the fire.
yeah.
And they treat it with such respect. They'll never blow the fire out
No,
because that's disrespectful to the fire
that's
itself.
right. You never put water. I know water and fire go together, but you never kill it with the water because then the water overpowers the fire, and they're both equal.
Yeah.
You know. So I let it burn down.
Yeah.
I leave the water where it is, but I'll still burn it. Let the fire drop out.
Yeah.
Till morning.
Different things of being aware of those things. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just tuning into the energies of it, I think. Okay. So what are you doing in your journey right now in your life? What's happening in your world?
My journey in my life is to connect to the 3 generations behind me. What's now? So from now and behind, watch those young youth grow up, and to the teenagers, to the young elder, to the elder to be, and the elders globally. I'm doing that. And the other thing is to look at the 3 generations in front. People ask, why don't you see the next 7 generations in front of you? I said, well, I'm not going to do that because I only see the 3 generations in front of me, what's coming. And so we need to look after those to make this the trees still keep standing and not the cut down so they can't breathe, you know. I've got to connect into the spirit of that privet tree so we can be buddies. Otherwise, you're going to keep making my eyes water and making my nose run. So I'm trying to connect to him, but I might be trying enough. I might be trying too much. So I got to sit with the tree and the flowers and say, come on, give us a break.
From my energy healing perspective, it's like as an energy healer, if you're holding any emotions or feelings from, there's a psychic trauma, and I've been researching this with a scientist by the name of Dr. Hammer, and the psychic trauma that can get triggered at certain times. So at some point in time, either this lifetime or past lifetimes, or even your family, your ancestors, for instance, your family lineage, if there was a particular trauma or psychic trauma that happened that jolted you and the privet at the same time, every time you smell that privet, it activates that psychic trauma, which is bringing the allergy up.
Right.
The idea is to find the origin of when that first started, and someone who's psychic, such as myself, can actually go into the energetic matrix of that and try and find out what it is and clear it. Now, I'm working on developing and refining my technique so I can be more precise with it and better at it so that I see immediate effects. But sometimes it takes 3 or 4 or 5 sessions and actually to clear the whole thing, because usually that psychic trauma is linked to, say, this ancestor up here, that ancestor here, and then into somehow in a past lifetime, and there's sometimes layers throughout the matrix.
Yeah.
The stuff that's got to be cleared. So I find that quite fascinating to be able and to find this research recently about the psychic roots of all diseases, and to study that. I'm studying that document at the moment when I improve my healing. So yeah, that's a completely different level altogether. So one thing I was curious about, I don't know if you can answer this, but in India, for instance, Ayurvedic medicine, I was speaking to an Ayurvedic doctor over there, and he's from California, and he says when Ayurvedic medicine was taken 40 years ago from India into the Western world, they decided to give the Western world the watered-down version. So when you're in India, you got the real version of what Ayurvedic medicine is. You've got the real yoga. Yeah. And it's the same with Reiki. We've got only the watered-down version.
That's right.
But I am wondering why can't the West, and even I know in the indigenous culture, the Westerners are not allowed to even know a lot of the sacred knowledge.
No.
But why is that? What's the bottom line? Why is it so limited?
Yeah.
Little magpie saying hi. You coming in? You want the tissue box? That's weird.
Yes. It's like the pure emu oil. You go to the pharmacy and they water it down. It's not pure.
Well, why can the Western world only? Because in India they've got the real practices of yoga.
Yeah.
And in Japan they've got Reiki, and other countries, different cultures have But it's only the Western world of these foreigners, these white people, that have the watered down version. Why do you think that is? Like, are they still babies in their evolution, or is this the first place where you have an incarnation before you evolve into, accepting the more wider, advanced knowledge, and that's when you travel to these other countries? Or I don't know. I'm
Or they don't trust us.
Well, obviously, but why? What is the issue here? Like, I mean, they make such a big thing about it. They have no clue what's going on in the world. And they just got this, I'm better than everyone else feeling. But
But
why?
this is why we only give them from there to there, from there to the elbow.
Oh,
A long time ago when I was growing up, same thing.
yeah.
We wasn't allowed to explain the old details of a plant. When they ask you about this plant, you only got to give them a little bit because they become the masters, and you're not the masters.
No, they're not masters.
No, we're the caretakers of Mother Earth, and these people think they are when they only got to get a little bit of information, and then they become that person.
So that's ego.
That's ego. That's right. Ego, and ego doesn't go too far.
Yeah, no, it doesn't get far anywhere.
But far as we can concerned that we are sharing as much as we can because we don't want that plant to die
or be misused
or abused
or anything.
Yes,
like that.
we don't want it to do that. We want this plant to continue the journey to share with all children, all adults, because it's just one plant that I love so much, and that one plant is good for the immune system. It's good for the skin on the outside, and the toxins inside your body pulls out, and this plant is it dies off in the winter and comes back in the summer.
So basically, the Western world is too much in their ego, think they're the masters, take over things, but have no actual idea what they're doing. So they can destroy plants, cultures, anything.
They can call as much as they can because we're a race of sharing and caring with people, and it comes down to the last bit that they're the one destroyed it and abused it so much. It's like the human life, and our spirit's been through that over and over and over again, been abused so much that we are still kind and gentle to share.
Yeah,
it's not our nature. We're the spirit of the nature. We're part of flora and fauna. We're not just, oh no, that's mine. I own this tree.
yeah.
You stay away from my tree. It's not like that. We want to beautiful tree, like that. Like this sucker here. You dip that in water, you get a lot of sweetness.
I remember we did that one time.
Yeah, with honeysuckles and stuff, and even the rose petals and stuff, so nice. Even when you're in a bath to throw in, so it's...
But it hurts, though, when you're so kind and gentle and so flowing with nature.
Yeah.
Someone coming along and trying to bully you or dominate you, or that hurts.
Oh, it does. And you're not on this planet to be bullied or dominated. You're on this planet for your life to share what you got. Your ancestors, like my great granny, my grandfathers, my grandmothers, my uncles, auntie, my mum, my dad, they all give me something. They all said to me, ask. If you want an apple off the tree or a mandarin or an orange, you must ask for it. You don't take it.
Wow.
Yes.
So the Western culture tends to just go and take things.
And then you go into people's property and ask them, and they say, no, it's for my chooks.
Yeah.
And you got to walk away and accept that because it's their place. It's their tree. They grew that tree for their chooks.
Yeah, it's funny because even in India, and I've heard things about other cultures, like in the African culture and even in Pakistan, but they're always giving you, like where I live in Tiruvannamalai, the one greeting that you greet someone is 𝙒𝙧𝙤𝙢. Have you eaten today? And if you hadn't, they'll make sure you get food. Like everybody's taken care of.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, I give bananas. No, I give lemons to my neighbors. They gave me bananas back. Lovely Indian family. And to me, that's what life's about. It's
Yeah.
that sharing. It's
Sharing. And that's what that's
that.
what the families now are losing.
Yeah.
There's not enough families doing that. There
Mm.
still is, but there's a lot of families are losing it because everything around the globe is happening on a different scale.
Yeah.
And we don't need to go into those other scales. We need to stay as families.
Respect everyone.
And
Help
respect
everyone.
everybody else, you know. If someone's struggling with two baskets of food across to the car, you stop and say, "Can I help you?" And you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, my journey was about looking after the young generations and sitting with them and listening to them as an elder, not them listen to me. I listen to what they want also in their journey of life. They ask the question, what it's like to be an elder and what it was like for you to grow up in society as a black person. And I explained it wasn't easy, but we were still laughing. We still had fun. We were still dancing, our dream time and our creation. And I've got so much respect from the young generation of people because I listened to them. And I said to them, when you go into the bush, you don't rage in like a bull. You go in there, you sit and ask for respect and to listen to the trees, the sound of the birds, and you find you are one when you're in there. So you are not getting lost because the bush will lose you.
Yeah, I've heard those stories.
And by like that, a click. Because you didn't show the respect for them straight away.
Yeah.
You only showed the ego and respect for yourself. I know this bush. I can do this. I can do that. Not really. You only
story
think.
I heard. Where was I? Oh my goodness, up in the mountains. I don't know if I heard the story from you or someone else. Maybe someone else, I think. But this team of researchers was going to go in and look at this Aboriginal sacred land, maybe up in Tambourine or I don't know, someplace. Anyways, and maybe down. It could have been down in Sydney. But they were going to go walk this land. And there was a sacred journey, but you know they went and I don't know how many hours they walked. They had to do like a long journey.
Yeah.
And they could not find the path. It was closed. So they went and talked to an Aboriginal elder.
Yeah.
Who said, well, like, sing this or say this or something when you go and when you're approaching the area.
Yeah.
And they said the path was open. They couldn't figure out why it was so open. They could find it easily after they knew, you know, how to talk to the land and tune in. So it's like nature where it's all alive. It's all functioning. It's all, I mean, we look at a tree. Most people look at a tree and think it's just a tree.
Yeah. No, yeah, I think it is.
I think it's just a tree.
Yeah, so it was a good journey to sit with elders globally.
Oh, yeah.
From around the globe.
And you did that the first time. Where were you? You were in Holland, I think.
I was in Holland for 4 years, doing it like on and off, back and forth for 4 months. And then I also went to Hungary, done the same there I've been doing it for the last 5 years now.
What's the name of this event that you went to?
The 𝙒𝙧𝙤𝙢 is in Hungary. I met her at the 𝙃𝙚𝙖𝙡𝙀. The 𝙃𝙚𝙀 is the roots of the earth, the wisdom keepers of Mother Earth. So globally around, we talk about issues, how to save our forests and the animals what's in it and the people what's around it. And also the generations that we got now until the generations what we got now to continue their life. So you see lots of children growing and you want to be around because no matter what color they are, you are responsible for all those children because they are your children too. You are they're your grandfathers because they was here before also. So you're now at the moment you're their grandfathers and grandmothers. So you've got to show them the way and stop people from cutting down more trees and stand up for your rights. You know, so and that's what the aim is as these circles create. And we do a lot of healing. A lot of healing with there's women's business, there's men's business. There's also coming together business between men and women to create the love and the that we are equal. We're not better than the other. When nobody's better than anybody. You know, so thank yourself that when you meet someone and you are talking all the time and you share so as much as you can. That's what I find.
Though, like we're all equal, absolutely. And I like to think of it in a way of like past lifetimes. One lifetime I was in this color body, next lifetime I'm in this color body. So I see we're all as one big family. And this is because I can feel like them sometimes. One time I woke up, I woke up from a really good dream. And I remember sitting up in bed and looking at my legs thinking, they're so short. Because in the dream, I was a 6'5" African woman. I was like, where did my legs go? I got short legs.
I can run faster now. Yeah, I can run faster.
It's so funny. There's that split second moment going, oh, my leg's so short.
Yes.
So I get it. Like, to have those experiences is like, yeah, okay, whatever, people. You get on with your bullshit. Let's just get on to, being kind and respectful to people around the world and stuff. And it's like I was walking down the street one day and there's this old fellow in 𝙃𝙚𝙗𝙗, and he's carrying this really big bag, and I just carried it across the road for him. And as far as I possibly could, and then he's saying, stop carrying it. Next day I see him carrying the same bag in the same place, and I'm like, what the heck? It's like deja vu kind of thing. How many times it was his classic. Another fellow, I actually, he was struggling to find the 60 rupees to buy his carrots. So I just said to the lady, I'll just buy the 60. He was over the moon with rapture that I bought his carrots for him. I'm thinking, well, it's what you do, someone, it's like, oh my God, 60 rupees is difficult for them. I thought, I can buy carrots for this fellow.
I just had that done not long ago.
Yeah.
I went into, with my key card, and I realised that there was something wrong with it. And I couldn't pay for the oil.
Oh, wow.
So I walked back to the car, but I already opened the oil up, got the oil, already poured the oil down the sink.
Oh.
And I'm sort of like, oh, how could I do this? Then there was a young fella come home and he said, Happy New Year, brother. I thought, oh, same to you. He said, don't worry about the oil, I paid for it. I said, oh, you're a beautiful Samaritan. You got a beautiful spirit. So I really, really will take this into my heart. Thank you. And I was just looked after me, and I said, and then it was just like a miracle. I just thanked him so much.
You get a grin from ear to ear when it happens, right? It's like, wow.
Well, my head was in the bonnet of a car. And he said, I paid for it already. I said, wow. Thank you, my brother. I said, I just finished pouring this, and I'll get out and I'll just give you a big cuddle.
And that just made his day, too.
Made his day, too. He had a big koala hug.
Oh.
So he was cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he was good. It was really good, so.
Yeah.
But life,
Life indeed. Well, hey, look, it was good having you, yarning with you.
Yes, it's good. Thank you.
See you after all these years anyways, right?
Yes.
Seen you for a while.
Yeah.
Adventures, but now you've got your wife overseas. When's she coming here?
She'll be here in 2 weeks.
Oh, very good.
Not this week, coming the following week.
I might not be here. I might be back in India again. So.
Yes, so looking forward to seeing her, but I'm also looking forward to getting a new home.
Oh,
to
yes.
keep
Okay.
keep
Yeah.
moving.
Because you're working, trying to get this new bus right now.
Yes, on get this on what's it? Not GoFundMe. The other one is
Fund a crowd fundraiser.
crowdfund Yeah, crowdfunding.
How's it going?
It's good. People are still putting money in there this year now.
All right. Yeah. So how much you got in there now?
Going on for 5,000.
And you're aiming for 30,000.
I'm aiming for 30. I saw a couple of buses for about 55.
Ah, so you might need a little bit more than
A little bit more than that, but
Okay.
if I get to 30, and then someone can top it off.
You can send me that link to that crowd fundraiser, and
Yeah.
I'll put it on the link in the video.
Okay.
So if anyone who's watching right now,
Yeah.
what happened is that when you were overseas, the bus with all the rain and everything, it rusted out, right? And this is your home.
My home for the last 14 years.
14 years living in a bus, and what you do is building bridges between cultures. You're collecting the secondhand clothing here.
Yes.
You're delivering them out to communities. You're talking to the young people. You're helping people. You know,
And doing permaculture for the gardens and helping people how to have fresh veggies for them, or bring the bush tucker in from the bush, grow it around their places.
Yeah, you're helping people overall. You're adding value to people's life.
Yes.
So I think it's time, people can turn around and add some value to your life and give you a hand getting this.
Well, the Black Santa got to keep going.
Delivering the clothes.
Deliver clothes any time of the year. It doesn't matter. It's life.
And you were Santa this Christmas as well.
I was Santa 3 times this Christmas. Don't ask me how I did it, but I did it.
You're a good man all around, just bringing so much joy to everyone. And you're doing well with this, bowl full of jelly that laughs at
Yes. And if I keep going, it makes me feel younger and really strong.
Absolutely.
With the inside, because you're caring and sharing, and you're giving. And
that's a good tip right there. That's the most important value you can have in life is give. It keeps you young, it keeps you joyful, it keeps you happy, keeps you smiling, keeps you young.
And that's what Buddha did.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Buddha gave everything. He gave you love, passion, kindness to everybody out there.
And he's still doing it.
He's still doing it. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much. I mean, you did well with all your allergies going on with this privet. So, look, I got a little gift for you from India, so I'm going to go and get that.
Okay.
We'll get that video. So we'll just, thank you very much for your time and the interview.
Yes, that's good.
Yeah.
I can tell a little story while you're gone.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'd like to tell a story about a little green frog called 𝙃𝙚𝙖𝙡𝙀. And 𝙃𝙚𝙖𝙡 was sitting on a lily pad on the pond. And then 𝙃𝙚𝙖𝙡 wanted to have a drink of water. But he got so thirsty. So much thirsty he was. And he was drinking. He drank all the billabong. Then he got the water out of the river. He drank all the water out of the river. He drank all that. And he drank another stream and another stream. He drank and drank and drank until 𝙃𝙚𝙖𝙡 was so big. So nobody can try to figure out how to get rid of, how can they get the water out of 𝙃𝙚𝙖𝙡? How could they get it?
You got a bee on your foot.
Yes.
Should we get rid of it?
No.
Okay.
I really want him there.
Oh.
He's giving love.
Okay.
Yes.
As long as you're happy with him there.
Yeah, he's not going to bite me.
Okay. He's got a bee on his foot.
Yes.
Happily.
Yeah, sorry. Go back. Yeah, so... Yeah, 𝙃𝙚𝙖𝙡, everybody come and to try and make him lose the water because all the little kids was crying, "Mummy, we got no water." "Oh, sorry, Tiddly's drunk all the water." So they got people to come and massage him, tickle him. It did not work. So the kookaburra come past and he said, "What's going on? Where's all the water?" And they pointed. Tiddly drank all the water. There's left no water for nobody. And he said, "Oh, okay. Can I give it a try? I want to make Tiddly laugh." They said, "Good luck. Hope you get there." So he started. He said, Tiddly, he started to tell, he said, I'll do this, Tiddly. And what do you reckon? He started telling him a yarn. And how it went was, and he made Tiddly laugh so much. Tiddly was shrinking down and down and down and down. And Tiddly was so, and all the water went back into the billabong. All the water went back into the dam, all the way into the river, and everybody was loving it so much. They just drank and drank, and all the babies were so happy that they had this beautiful, beautiful water.
Water came back again, and the bee came back again as well.
Yes.
I don't know why he's on your foot. So the story is, this is a Ramana from the Ramana Maharishi Ashram. This bag.
Wow.
This is the ashram that I am learning from and growing from.
Yeah.
The story goes that I got this, wait, let me just bring it out here. This Rudraksha bead, this Mala beads from Tiruvannamalai in Tamil Nadu, India.
Wow.
And I bought it especially for you before I went to the 3 sacred temples in South India. And it went to Rameswaram Temple and was blessed by the 24 holy wells in this temple with the intention to add benefit to your life, purify your karma, and whatever. Wow. So here you are, a gift from Tiruvannamalai in India. The bee's blessing.
Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Wow, that was a journey. Look, a butterfly's going to come now. Thank you. Blessings so much. Yesterday was the dragonfly. Today is the bee.
Today is the bee. And you've got here on these same
Quandongs.
Similar
Yeah,
to
so when Australia and India and Africa and South America was all joined as one continent, the Quandong was...
Oh, look at this mobile phone bag here. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so the Quandongs was in each country. Of course, when they was all joined, they called Gondwana. So as at the beginning of the time of all the tribes and all the beads was a tribal too to one another. So you look at my one. Where's up higher? I'm gonna go around the back, I think. Well, just here. See?
You have to get a zoom in the camera in a minute.
Yeah, this one is the red one, and we make chutney and jam out of it. The skin. So yes, thank you, cuz, for this beautiful thing.
It comes with this higher vibration from.
And I'll put it on me, and I'll wear it like that.
Yeah, now you can come to Tamil Nadu and
be blessed again. Yeah. Namaskar.
Hey, here I am in India right now, and I'd really appreciate you to come on my journey with me. Click down here, the subscribe button. That would be super great. Thank you so much. And then wander over here and click the comment. Make a comment, click the bell button, and follow me on this journey. Come on my journey with me. Let's deepen our spiritual journey together. You can see I've done this short hair. Thanks for subscribing, guys. Namaste.